Hello crafty friends, welcome to today's card making video. I have here some die cut sentiments because today I want to make some thank you cards. I've die cut these from black cardstock and put them on a bit of low tack tape just so I don't lose them. I've also got some panels of hammered textured white card. I've cut some with a stitched rectangle die and some with a plain rectangle die. And I've got a little stack of card blanks made from the same hammered textured white card. So for my first card, I'm going to take some card from this Harvest smooth cardstock paper pad from scrapbook.com. And I'm going to die cut out lots of these stitched triangles because I want to do some tessellating. So I've cut all my triangles. I'm going to work straight on a card blank. I'm working out where the exact middle of my card is. I'm going to draw a little grid just to help me get everything lined up. To stick my triangles down, I'm going to use double-sided adhesive. So I'll put some on the front of my card. It's not exactly the same size. I don't want sticky going over the edges, but I think it'll be fine. And to start, I shall put my first triangle here. I think we'll place one of each triangle. This double-sided sticky is very sticky. So once my triangles go down, they're down. There's going to be no moving them. Could always use glue for this. I think this is quicker and less messy. If you find your hand gets stuck to the double-sided adhesive, just put a bit of the release paper back over. So I'm going to build up a pattern, sort of fairly random. Sometimes I'll put two the same colour together to make a square, and other times I will add different colours. I think because of the way these are cut, there might be some little holes, but I will think of a solution for that later. So that's covered. I'm going to use my guillotine to chop off the overhanging bits. All right, I want to put my sentiment on, but it needs something to sit on to help it stand out a bit. I'm going to use this black scripty thanks, and I've cut myself a piece of white card that will stretch across the front of the card. To stick my sentiment down, I'm going to add high tack white glue to the back with my glue dotter and place it over there to the left a bit. And one final touch, I'm going to add some bling in the form of these teeny tiny matte gold hearts, and I'm going to put them over the little holes that form at the corners of the triangle. These triangles have slightly rounded corners, which means they don't meet up perfectly, but I can add bling and cover up those little holes at the same time. So there's card number one. You could do this card with any colour scheme, just pick 4 different colours of card. You could make it more feminine. I think this one is quite masculine in feel. And it obviously doesn't have to be a thank you card. It could be any kind of card you want it to be. Right, for this next card, I'm going to work on a stitched rectangle panel, and I'm going to use this cut out thank you die. I've gone for the stitched panel because I cut this out with a stitched die. And I want to back this with some copper, matte copper. Just sit that in a bit of glue, press it down, and then make sure that the apertures all have copper in them. And I've worked out where the middle is because I want to put this in the middle. I've grabbed lots of little star dies. I've got some sequins, star dies, different sizes, some regular stars. I've also got this star punch and this shooting star punch. I've cut out lots of stars and I want to create a kind of swirl of stars around my thank you. And I'm going to start by adding the shooting stars. I'm using matte gel medium for my glue because it's going to squirt out. These stars are quite small and it will dry matte rather than glossy, so it doesn't really matter if it squirts out. Now I've got my swirl going on, I'm going to build up my pattern with all these other stars. And I think I want to add quite a few more around the middle area to have a concentration of stars. So I'm happy with that. I like my swirl of stars, and I'm going to mount this on black to give it a little black border to tie in the sentiment with everything else. And to cut my border, I'm going to use this. It is a mini Perfect Layers. Not sure of the company, but I picked it up at the Crafty Charity Shop. And you butt it up against the edge of your panel or your layer on the size of mat that you want. So this will give me 1/16 of an inch or 1.6 millimeters. So you make sure that's securely butted up. Then you take a knife and cut down the side, and then you work your way all the way around. And I've got a beautifully even mat there. I'm going to stick that on, and it'll have a little white border all the way around the outside. And that's card number 2. Again, you could use any colour scheme, any sentiment. I think it would make quite a nice celebratory card with all those stars, but you could do it with hearts or any other shape you like, really. We're on to card number 3 now, and I've die cut this net shape from some of that green cardstock that I've already used, and I've mounted the panel onto the card blank. Before I stick anything down, I want to add a little bit of texture in the background, and I've got this dotty stamp from Indigo Blue. I've inked it up with tumbled glass, and I'm going to add it in a diagonal like that. I also want to add some metallic spattering, so I've got a copper here. I'm covering up the bottom half of the card because I want to keep that clean. That's going in a diagonal as well. I think I'll create a few slightly larger blobs here and there, just for some variation. And I'll dry that with my hairdryer. I'll use white glue and my glue dotter again to add glue to the back of this. And that's going to sit on the intersection there. For a focal point, I've die cut a vellum heart and a pink heart from that Harvest cardstock pack. I want to give that a bit of texture. I'll start by dusting that with corn flour to remove any moisture, static or oily fingerprints. And I've got another Indigo Blue stamp here. This has unreadable scripty writing on. I link that up with embossing ink and then place that on there like that and press it down. For my embossing powder, I'm using Wow Metallic Copper Superfine, and I'll heat that with my heat tool. I'll use a thin layer of white glue to adhere this to the vellum, and I'll put another layer of white glue on the back of the vellum but hide it behind the pink heart, and that'll go in the middle. Could go off to the side, but I'm going to go middle. For my sentiment, I'm going to use this black scripty thanks. I think it goes well with the thin lines of the green piece and the script on the heart. I'm also going to add some black dots to spread that black out a bit. And I'm going to give the black dots some crystal glaze just to give them some shine and a little bit of dimension. And that's card number 3. Again, you could change the colour scheme and personalise it for the recipient that you have in mind. For this card, I want to do some kind of abstract arty background. So I've grabbed my acrylic paint pens. These are from Artix. And I'm going to start with some pale blue, slightly muted blue, and draw some wobbly circles. I may have to go in with a second coat of paint if they look a bit streaky. I'm working on one of the stitched rectangle panels. So we've got some blue blobs. I've got this muted green, and we'll do some different shape blobs. And now a muted yellow in a different shape. I think it's always a good idea to start with large shapes first, get them spread out. Try and work in odd numbers because that's pleasing to the eye. So I've got 3 blues, 5 greens and 5 yellows. This is a very dull peach. It's got 5 crosses. If you've got stamps like this, you could do stamping. You don't have to do freehand colouring. And a dark green. I want to bring something a little bit lighter in. So I've got a lighter peach here. When you're working with small shapes, you don't really need to worry about odd numbers or the rule of 3s because no one's ever going to count them. And now a real pop of something contrasting. I'm going to use the tip to make these raindrop black shapes, and I'm going over the edges of some of the shapes and starting to bring everything together to add a little bit of detail. I've got a white jelly roll pen here, and I'm going to put some stripes around the circumference of these green blobs. I have given this a good dry with my hairdryer just to make sure the acrylic paint is dry. And these light blue shapes are going to get a doodly border just along the inside. Okay, I'll pop that on a card blank now. On my sentiment, I'm going to use this sentiment that's got the letters cut out of it. I've backed this sentiment with some gold, but I decided I didn't like it recessed like that. So I've cut some more letters from gold, and I'm going to do die cut inlay. Just pop them in the aperture there. I think that looks a lot nicer. So that's going to go there, 1/3 of the way down in the middle. And there you have a penultimate card for today. And you know what I'm going to say? Change the sentiment, change the colour scheme, and it'll be good for almost any occasion. So for our 5th and final card, I've used this die to cut out this brickwork net, and I've done it in different colours of paper because I don't want to stick the net down. I just want to build up a brickwork pattern with colourful bricks. So I'll start at the bottom of the panel and work my way upwards using the different brick colours. They're not all exactly the same size, but that's okay. And I'll stop periodically just to check that I'm getting everything in a straight line. Right, I'll be back when I've done that. I've got all the way to the top in a relatively straight line, and now I'm going to fill in the gap on this side. So filled in all the gaps, I'm going to snip all those overhanging bits off with my guillotine. So I wanted to have something climbing up my wall, a bit of foliage. I used this die and this paper. This was one of the papers I got when I was in Japan last year. It's really pretty. And I'm thinking So Grateful, somewhere around there. I'm thinking to make the gold really pop against those colourful bricks, I want to give it a drop shadow. So I've cut one from black, and I'm going to put a dot on the back of each of the leaves on the gold one, and then try carefully to arrange it on top of the black one. Yep, that works, but I do need to snip a bit off the bottom to make it fit on the card. I'll add some glue to the back and then get it stuck down. So I've popped a bit of gold behind the black sentiment so it reads well, and I've put it 1/3 of the way up the card. I'm just adding a bit of card at this end to keep it level, And I don't think that needs anything else. I think it's nice and clean and simple. If you wanted to zhuzh it up a bit, you could maybe add some flowers on your vine. But I'm going to leave it as is. And there you go, 5 thank you cards, all with quite a masculine feel, I think, because of the colour scheme. But you can, as I've said several times already today, you can change the colour scheme, you can change the sentiments and use these card designs for anything you like, really. Right, hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've gleaned lots of ideas. If you have, do let me know in the comments, and I'd love to see you back here for another video very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.